I know, surprise live. Sleepless nights. That's what I'm having. So I decided I am going to do a bunch of card pulls, all from Witches decks. We have WITCH, Woman in Total Control of Herself. I'm going to be doing a card pull from that one. I'm going to be doing a card pull from Practical Magic. This is one of the ones that we received from our first Page of Cups from the Witch's Moon. So I'll be doing a card pull from this one also. Then I have the Witching Hour Oracle that I'm going to do a card pull from. I basically just pulled all of my witchy decks out. Something was calling me to do it. So that's what we're going to do. And then at the very end, I will do a card pull from Taking Flight Witch Sisters by Julia Jeffrey. And I don't even expect anyone to join me because this was a surprise. I didn't tell anybody I was doing it. I just decided, why not? Let's do some card pulls. So this will be the first one, Woman in Total Control of Herself. Just gonna move these out of the way. Beautiful gold gilded cards. And we're gonna ask the woman in total control of herself, does anybody need to hear something, oops, that you need to tell them in this deck? Is there somebody out there struggling? Somebody out there that needs to hear something from the woman in total control of herself? Let's see. So I'm going to do a total of 4 card pulls. 4 card pulls. And we have our first one. And it is the Story Keeper. And we're going to put her in here while we read about our first card, the Story Keeper. And she is number 2 in the deck. And I've used this deck quite a lot. I actually just read from this deck not too long ago to my friend. I use it for myself quite often. So I actually haven't received this particular card. So this will be a new card for me as well. So we have, hello Crystal Rose, hello Disco Desert Goddess, hi lovely lady, so nice to see you. So I decided just to go live, spur of the moment, and I'm going to read out of 4 deck pulls if you guys would like to hang out with me. I love that you guys joined, thank you. So we have the Story Keeper. You are made of moonlight and stories. The night and the trees know this, which is why when you need a change in your narrative, you will do well to seek their counsel. Some stories lift us up and encourage us, our potential, our inherent magic. Other stories limit, diminish, or destroy our worth. You are being asked right now to consider which stories you are listening to and which ones you are telling. Telling yourself a story of empowerment will bring a surge of energy to you. Notice how your shoulders drop, your breath deepens, your heart warms. Telling yourself a story of scarcity or disempowerment leaves you tight, small, and cramped. While we are very selective about the books we read and the stories we watch on film, we are far less selective about the stories we tell ourselves. Now is the time to question the narrative you're allowing into the ears of your spirit. Are they helpful or are they hurtful? A witch acknowledges her stories of lack and frustration, but she chooses to focus on the ones that nurture her vitality. What a beautiful card. And it's so true. Like, we're so quick to be kind to others, but sometimes we lack being kind to ourselves and telling ourselves kind things. I really like this, the Story Keeper. So that was our first pull from Woman in Total Control of Herself. And now we're going to do our second pull. And we're going to do that one from the Witching Oracle deck. Oh, yay. I'm so glad that you guys seen it. I was like, no one's even going to come on the live, but you know what? It's okay. I was like, I'm just going to go live for fun and do some Oracle and Tarot pulls. I'm so happy that you guys saw it. Let's see. We have Crystal Rose and Disco Desert Goddess. Do you need to tell them something? Is there something that you need to tell one of them? Something they need to hear? Something that might help them on their journey? Something from... Whoa. Okay, we got 2 cards. We have 13 Intuition and 20 Prepare. So I'm going to put this card right here. And we are going to get into this deck now. So we're going to do number 13 first, which says 13 Intuition, the Hare Moon. And then we also received 20, which is the Buck Moon, and it says to prepare. Beautiful cards. I'm going to try and put these side by side like that. And we're going to read 13 Intuition first. These are like really small and quick notes. So Hare, Moon, Waxing Moon, and Maiden. This is the one we're focusing on. The waxing hare moon is about using your ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. The hare moon maiden is pictured here with a charged light upon her third eye, a wondrous power source thrusting her third eye gateway to higher consciousness and using the power to infuse intuition. Drawing the intuition card. It is time to tune into your inner voice, your intuition. Have you ever had a moment where you felt as though something wasn't right? Perhaps you sensed negative energy around someone without knowing why, or a little voice within you says, wait, this doesn't seem right. What is your intuition, your inner knowing, letting you know that something is wrong with the environment around you? Think about a situation where you have not been listening to that little voice within you and start to understand why. Why is it alarming you? So that was the first card, intuition. And then we have 20, prepare. It's funny because sometimes I always tell myself, oh, I should have listened to what I was thinking, or I should have done what sometimes you have that little voice in your head that tells you to do something randomly and you're like, why am I thinking this? And you ignore it. And then you're like, should have listened to myself. I read something somewhere that it says that that's your future self. That's your future self telling you something. So you should always listen to your intuition. Always listen to that gut because you're always right. You know. Yes, I love this deck. This is one of my faves. And then the next deck is actually my all-time favorite one, which is Practical Magic. I love that deck. Now we're going to move on to prepare. Buck Moon, Full Moon, Mother. So this was the maiden, and this is the mother. So it says the full buck moon is a time to prepare. It is a time to make something ready for use in your current situation. The mother is illustrated on this card, perched upon a pillar, as she has been given a place to concentrate on the strategy that she's preparing for her current undertaking. Drawing the prepare card. This card is a strong signal that it is time for you to develop a plan. Is there a business idea you would like to launch, or maybe you are still looking to remodel your home? Sit down and write out the necessary steps you need to get this project in motion. Maybe it is time for you to start packing for a trip or organizing your home for a new baby. Consider where in your life you may need to make some preparations and plans. Yeah, I read that somewhere, Crystal. I thought it was so cool that you should always listen to your intuition because that's your future self telling you. And that's why you're always like, oh, I should have listened because your future self is telling you. You should listen. Hi, Tanya. Hi. So glad you could join us. So I'm just on here and I'm doing a couple of readings. And so far I got the Story Keeper from the Witch deck. And then I just did the Intuition and Prepare from my Witching Hour Oracle deck. That's right here. So that was those two. And now I am going to move on. And we're going to do my all-time favorite. And that's going to be from Practical Magic. So I'm going to put these two off to the corner because now we have this one. This is one of my faves. I love this deck right here. And even though it's like fatter than my other decks, it's still pretty easy. I don't know, this one shuffles really good. And the High Priestess. Oh, that's so cool. I get the High Priestess card a lot. I don't know why. I was going to bring out my Deep, Dark, and Dangerous deck too, but I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do all witchy decks right now. I don't know. And I know a lot of you didn't really care for the illustrations of the new Sister Witch deck that we received, but I don't know. Something about it. Oh, girl, you got to use this deck. This deck is beautiful. I love the way they explain things. All right. Is there anything that needs to be out in the light? Somebody need to hear something from you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm shaking you guys. It's hard to shuffle like this. I got one arm around each of my things over here. I don't know. Does it not want me to use this deck yet? Do you not have anything to tell me? I feel like it's not shuffling like it normally does. There we go. Oh, is that 2 cards? It is. We have 12. Have patience. Look how beautiful that card is. And then 29, Gift of Solitude. I've received this card before. Warm my heart. I don't know if that was actually for me or if that was the one that I pulled for my friend. But I don't think I have. No, I have not pulled this card yet. So we have 2 of them. And we are going to read Have Patience first. So these are a little bit more lengthier. They like really, really get into the card. There's literally pages, so I might not read them all, but I will post it up so you guys can like screenshot it. Because literally there's like 6 pages to each. And it's a lot. It's a really good deck, but it's like really, really in tune too. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, like we have this page, this page, this page, this page, this page, it's like reading a little book, and this page, all for number. So yeah, we have like 7 pages. So if you guys want to hang out and chill and listen, I'll read it all. Just let me know. But if not, I'll just like skim through it. I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I guess I could read it. It says, pause, take a breath, weigh up your options carefully, and allow yourself precious time before you commit to the path ahead. Sometimes making a snap decision and getting right to work is the best way forward. But on the other occasions, like now, patience is key. Patience allows you the time and space to consider all the possibilities, make a well thought out plan, and carefully implement it. It prevents hasty decisions and impulsive actions you may later regret. Patience can be the most important factor in actually finishing what you start, and the difference between success and failure. Cultivating this valuable trait will help you develop perspective and see the broader picture. Tolerate delays or derailing of the plan without overreacting and enable you to calmly decide your next step. It may be overlooked and underappreciated as a quality, but in many situations, patience really is a virtue. Time is a precious gift you can give yourself in order to improve skills and learn what you need to know. This card is a reminder that in this situation, it would be wise to wait, watch, and investigate further. Ooh, girl, what are you investigating? Take your time making a decision or start working on your project. Absorb information and wisdom. Before committing, research more. Learn from others. What does that say? Envision how the situation will play out. Is there something you're missing? Something still to be done before you make the leap. Give yourself the space to prepare. If you feel overwhelmed, stop for a moment. Take a breath. Rest. If you need to, it will make you more productive in the long run. Weigh things up and listen to advice, even if you reject some of it. Check in with yourself to ensure that you really want to dive in, and if so, whether you're ready. Honor your patience. Don't be fooled into thinking it is a passive guard against destructive behavior, and give you the gift of precious. Wait, what? I totally skipped a line. I'm sorry. Honor your patience. Don't be fooled into thinking it is passive. It has its own unique power. It can help you avoid rash decisions, guard against destructive behavior, and give you the gift of precious time to consider all options and outcomes. Just don't fall back on it as an excuse when action is needed, or allow it to paralyze you into indecision. Impatience has been called the happiness killer, yet it seems to be ruling the world. People want everything right now, from an entire TV series to binge watch in a weekend, to instant results for a project designed to be long term. If it takes too long or requires too much energy, the temptation is to give up and move on. Patience can be the hardest thing to embody when you're desperate to fulfill a dream. But in this case, waiting for more information or taking the time to plan properly will be more efficient in the long run and help you reach your goal faster. Patience at the right time and in the right situation is concentrated strength. Be the one who hangs in there until the end, who reaps the reward of sticking with the exercise plan or applying one more time for the dream job, or having one last look at a project before submitting it. And be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, nor does healing or forgiveness or success. It can be hard and time-consuming to resolve a lifetime of entrenched habits or shift deeply held beliefs, and results often take longer than expected. But stick to it. The time will pass anyway, and don't judge yourself against others or despair over their supposedly overnight success. No one else sees behind the scenes of other people's lives, at how difficult it was for them or how long it took. Equally be patient with others. Give them the time and the tools to change, learn and grow, and champion patience as a positive force of God. Then it gives you a spell. So here's a spell for patience. I'm going to put it in the frame right there. So if you guys want to screenshot that, because I'm not going to read all that, and then I'm pretty sure that is like the rest of it right there. And then it has the Wheel of the Year. Guys, it just keeps going into more detail. Then it gives you a meditation for rebirth and renewal. Like it goes in depth, but I just read you like the main. Then patience and perseverance, and then track your progress. And then last but not least, avoid catastrophizing. Yes, I love it. So each card has its own spell to help you work on that card, which is pretty amazing. This is one of my favorite decks because it literally goes, it tells you everything. It's so good. It's very in-depth. Does you need the patience spell? Watch, I'm going to put it up again right here for you so you can screenshot it because I think I might need this too. Wait, right there. So all the words. So you need your favorite incense, a small glass of water, a candle, a crystal, either howlite, amber, or moss agate are ideal. Then you cast your circle. And it's very simple. And then this is the rest of the spell from here to here. And then it goes into the Wheel of the Year. So that's a really good card. Speaks truth. Honestly, I feel like anyone could pretty much resonate with that because we're all on the go all the time. Then we have number 29, Gift of Solitude. So again, I'll just read like the main thing and then I'll show you guys like I just did the rest of it. Yeah, no problem, Tanya. You got it, girl. I'm glad I could help. I don't know. Something was just calling to me. I was going to read this book that my friend gave me, and it's so good. It's such a good read. You're welcome, Disco. Thank you for hanging out. I forget something about chemistry. It's such a good read. But then I'm like, you know what? Something's calling me. Like I have to go do readings. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm so happy that you guys came and joined me. I feel so special. So here we have Gift of Solitude. Warm my heart. Time alone is precious and essential in so many ways, so carve out some space for solitude, no matter how busy you are. Hello, Samantha. It's 1:55 in the UK. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't sleep either. I didn't sleep last night. I went to bed at 3 o'clock this morning. It's that time of week, that time of month, but like with the moon cycles, it's so crazy. But happy to have you join us, girl. I'm just doing some card readings. So we have the greatest gift you can give yourself is time alone. Yet it's usually the first thing you sacrifice and the last thing you allow. Spending time on your own connects you to your true self. It can soothe your soul and offer you deep healing. It is a powerful way to process emotions, clarify your perspective, and become more in tune with the whispers of your heart. Solitude encourages independent thinking and fosters confidence in your ability to cope with challenges. It assists you in coming to terms with traumatic events and increases empathy while reducing stress. Loving and valuing time alone doesn't hinder your social skills or ability to interact with others. It can actually improve your relationships, enhance communication, and provide a new appreciation for friends and loved ones. Drawing this card indicates that you will benefit from some time alone. It reminds you to stop putting it off, no matter how busy you think you are, imploring you to carve out a little time for yourself, because it will assist you in so many ways and help you cope with your busyness too. And then it gives you a spell for solitude, y'all. So on the physical level, the brain requires solitude to unwind, rest, and recharge, and free up mental space. And I'm going to leave this right here while I read so you guys can see that. Emotionally, it can be even more important and more healing. Being constantly surrounded by people and noise can drown out the yearning of your heart and silence your inner wisdom. In contrast, time on your own allows you to work out who you truly are, what you hope for, and what you really want without the room to explore your true feelings. You can find yourself unconsciously echoing other people's opinions or going along with things that may not be entirely true to you. Grant yourself the solitude and space to go within. Oh, I'm going to have to go look at the moon when I'm done with these readings. I love looking at the moon. Rather than fearing those times when you're left to your own devices and filling them with noise and a to-do list, embrace them and draw strength from the silence, luxury, and the freedom to do exactly what you want and be exactly who you want to be. Allow it to recharge and energize you. When you spend all your time with other people, it's easy to slip into patterns of acting as you imagine they expect you to. Supportive friend, loving partner, efficient coworker, well-behaved child, busy parent, and putting your desires last. Start living on your own terms. Taking time out for yourself can help you remember who you are and what you want from life, love, work, and friendships. It's not about being selfish or oblivious to other people's needs, just ensuring that there is a balance in how you treat yourself as well as others. There's peace and purpose in solitude, and it can be used to achieve greater self-awareness and lead to spiritual growth and transformation. Being alone also increases productivity and allows creativity to flourish. It's no coincidence that solutions to problems so often occur to you in the shower or while walking alone in nature. When your brain is free to wander, most importantly, the gift of solitude helps you become more comfortable in your own skin, develop insight into who you are deep down, build your confidence, explore new interests, and push the boundaries of your comfort zone. Samantha, it's 9 p.m. where I am right now, 9 p.m. So we have a practical magic spell for solitude. You would need a sweet orange essential oil, lavender essential oil, a vaporizer optional, and a carrier oil optional. And that right there is for that. The magic of me time. And then it keeps talking, guys. Like, it just keeps going and going. And it tells you about like all the great things about being quiet time. It tells you to start a journal, relax and rewind, begin a regular moon ritual, get into gardening, planting seeds. Like, it just gives you all kinds of good advice to get some solitude time. So that's what I love. I love this. And then it keeps going. Appreciate the gift of time alone. The art of mindfulness. Like, I love this deck. Like, look at it. It keeps going. Then dive in. Like, it not only tells you about your card, it tells you what to do so you can work on it. That's so good. This was a long one, too. Your brain needs downtime to recharge after periods of intense concentration and work, which includes social interaction. You ever notice if you go to a party or something, you come home and you just like need days to recuperate? Like, even if you don't like do drugs or drink or any of that, like, you need time to recuperate just from all like being around all those people all at once and conversations you necessarily didn't want to have. I don't know. Like, I like my alone time. I do. I like to be alone. But I also like, you know, being around. I don't like to be in a large group of people. I just like to be in a smaller group of like-minded people. That's what I like. I feel like quality is way better than quantity. Yes, all that energy for sure. Like, and I pick up on that so bad. So like, if there's a lot of weird, bad energy in the room, I'm just like, oh my God, I feel sick. Like, I need to be out. I need to low. Yes, for real. If you have a little bit to drink, then you need to recover for days. You're just like, I'm too old for this. I can't do this no more. All right. The last reading I am going to do is from, oh, that almost popped out. The new Taking Flight Witch Sister deck. I know it's a little, holy crap, I'm not reading all those cards. A whole bunch just came out. Like, that was like a quarter of the deck. I know it's a little, it has some nudity in it and stuff. And honestly, I wasn't even, what the heck? Why do so many keep falling out? You got a lot to say. This deck has a lot to say. But I feel like there's like more to it. I might do maybe a couple cards for this deck. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys see this, but literally every time I go to shuffle, there's like a whole bunch that wants to come out. I just go, it was so funny. I didn't see a comment until later on about the crotch shots. I was like, oh shit, was there really a crotch shot in there? I had to go back and, do you guys see this? Look at how many cards fell out. Like, what is this? Like, are you serious? Oh, big messages coming through. Holy cow. I wonder if it's the same amount of cards each time. I should have counted. But yeah, I didn't even realize there was that much nudity. I don't know what I was looking at when I first looked at them, but they are. Yes, this deck definitely has a lot to say. Oh my God. All right, now it's just like, okay, you don't want to hear what I have to say? Oh, there's one. There's one. But do you have anything else you'd like to say to me? Because I know it seems like you have a lot going on in there. Give you one more. Give you one more. Went from a whole bunch to just that one. It's like, oh, you don't want to listen to what I have to say? You only get one now. Is there anything else you'd like to say? No? Oh, that's a whole bunch. No, you're not. No, you're not doing that to me. We'll do these two. And they're both waters. That is interesting. We have 9 and 10 of waters. What do you mean holding it the other way? Oh, you mean like shuffling it like this? I don't know if I could do that. It feels weird. Is this what you mean, or am I still doing it wrong? I don't know. I'd have to get used to it. Huh. No, I haven't actually done it like this before. Those are a little long. All right, let's see what... These are kind of short. So we have 9 of Waters. I kind of wish I would have brought down my Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle because there's something about that deck too. That's one of my other favorites. Oh, we're in Waters, Stacy. Waters, we have 9 and 10, which I don't know. I feel like I want to reshuffle these, but let's see what it has to say. So first of all, I love the, it's so pretty. It's so like, and they do look tormented, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Iron Age Celtic mirrors are extraordinarily beautiful and mysterious objects. The skill and artistry of their design and making is spellbinding. Their function and significance is still the object of much debate, but their rarity indicates that they would have belonged to those of very high status. They have often been why can't I talk, people? Okay, let's try this again. The skill and artistry of their design and making is spellbinding. Their function and significance is still the subject of much debate, but their rarity indicates that they would have belonged to those of very high status. They have often been excavated from burial sites, suggesting a ceremonial or ritual purpose. You pulled the 9 of Waters card too? Yes, I am going to. Oh, Crystal, you're from the UK as well? We got night owls in the house. Okay, what was I saying? They have been often excavated from burial sites, suggesting a ceremonial or ritual purpose. They may bear a connection to later examples of scrying mirrors, used mostly famously by Elizabethan magician Dr. John Dee to communicate with spirits and see visions of the future. The form of the Celtic mirror is identical to the much older Pictish mirror symbol found carved on standing stones around Scotland. Oh, that's interesting. Divinatory meaning. 3 is a sacred number in the Celtic magic, and the 3 times 3 of the 9 takes us to a high level of attainment. Sorry, something just clicked in my head. The seer gazes through the beaten and polished surface of the mirror, letting her awareness sink down into the fathomless depths, reflecting on the swirling shapes, the ebb and flow of the images that come. The hermit and the sun are the major ruling of the 9 of Waters, showing us the need for a time of seclusion, of drawing back from the bustle of the daily life, to look further and go deeper before we can bring our treasures back into the sunlight and share what we have found. That's funny because this one's kind of telling us what the other one told us too about taking time for ourselves and reflecting on ourselves and being in solitude. So this one kind of coincides with that one, with the other deck. Yes, these are the cup cards that we received in the newest page of cups. The full moon, yes, it does. The full moon always messes with me too. It's like I get mad surges of energy or I get depleted of energy. It's like no in between. It's one or the other. And then we received 10 of Waters. She looks very wise. So we have the cauldron is such an enduring symbol of witchcraft and certainly features strongly in Celtic lore. When I was first contemplating this image, I was thinking of the cauldron of the Celtic witch goddess, Ceridwen, and the complex tale centered around her long-brewed potion to bestow wisdom, but soon I felt the need to strip things right back to essentials. What is a cauldron, after all, but a pot? Still today, women are often the ones wielding the pots and pans in any household, and so it has been for countless centuries. But what is it that simmers and steams there? It may be a nourishing meal, or an herbal brew for healing, or perhaps it is a potion, like Ceridwen's part of a ritual that can bring us the hidden knowledge we need. Yes, I agree. It's a lot of self-care. Divinatory meaning. Again, the 10 shows us the face of an elder. She is strong and self-assured, and her deeply lined face shines with warmth and invitation. Come closer, she tells us, and share. With the 10 of Waters, at this moment, we have all that we need for our hearts to be content. In our journey through life, we have gained experience and wisdom and stored up memories of those we love and of our treasured moments of joy. The spinner of threads and renewal are the majors watching over the 10, and both reinforce the message of a blessing bestowed here. The 10 of Waters urges us to enjoy our blessings to the full and to share our happiness with others. Oh, I love this. I love sharing happiness with others and spreading love. These were nice cards. I feel like they all kind of went together. We got those. We got these from the Witching Hour. Her from the Story Keeper. And then Have Patience and Gift of Solitude from Practical Magic. Oh, I wish I would have got my other one too. Yes, it was all like self-care. Take a look at what you're doing. Have patience. Don't make any rash decisions right now. Be prepared. I don't know. They all kind of tell a story. I loved this. I love how it's funny because when I pull for my favorite white girl, I call her. That's her nickname for me. Every time I pull like at least 3 decks with her, but sometimes more. And every deck kind of goes like this, like they all coincide. They all tell her exactly what she needs. And it's just so amazing. I love when they all fall in check like that. Hi, Hestia. I know, I didn't tell anyone I was going to go live. I didn't know I was going to go live. I was just sitting on my couch ready to read a book. And I'm like, nope, I got to go do some oracle readings. And I'm like, I'm just going to go live. And I wasn't really expecting anyone to join me because, like I said, I didn't do it. But yeah, I'm so happy that you guys came and saw me. Maybe next time I'll do this, I'll actually give you guys a heads up. I was just like, oh, we'll just pop on. But the message here... Oh, I'm so happy they resonated with you. That makes me so happy. The message here was a lot of self-care, to be prepared, to not make any rash decisions, to be patient with ourselves and others. But yeah, a lot of them were like basically self-care. Take time to be solitude and work on you basically, and take care of yourself because we're always taking care of everyone else. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. We pulled 7 cards tonight. And I'm so happy that they resonated with some of you. That makes me so happy. I know this live, it takes like 24 to 48 hours to go onto my channel. But if you guys just missed it, you can go on my channel later on in a day or so. It'll be here. Oh, I'm so glad you found me too. I'm sorry, guys. I feel bad that I didn't give you guys a heads up, but I was just like, it was like one of those spur of the moment things. And now I'm wishing that I brought my other deck because I keep wanting to read. Do I have any other decks here? I do. I have my tarot deck right here. You know, let's do one more. Let's do one more. I'm going to do another one. Hestia just jumped on, so you know what? I'm going to do another one. Actually, I have 2. I haven't even used this one yet. This one is the one that we just received too. Actually, I think I'm going to do this one first. Let's try this one out. We're going to do another one. Hestia, are you still here? She probably like, oh, they're ended. I'm out. I'm like, oh, I'll do another reading. I can't even check with these cards. I'm like, I'll do one more. Why not? Wait, have I been? Oh, yay, she's here. Okay. I'm going to do 2 more. I'll do it for my last 2 decks that I have down here. Because I usually play with my cards upstairs. But... she's like, yeah. All right, let's see. This is the Tarot Sorceress, a Witch's Wheel of the Year. Is there anything that you have to say, okay, to my dear friend Hestia's helper? Is there anything else you want to say? That one just flipped over, so you know what? I'm going to take that as a yes. So we have that one. Actually, these both were flipped. You know what? We're going to just do all 3. Because 2 of those flipped over in my hand and those 2. So we have Page of Air, Queen of Earth, and 6 of Water. We have all We have a whole assortment over here. So let's do Page of Air first because you know what? They came out first. So that's what we're going to do. If I can find it. So this is my first time using this deck, guys. So besides a little flip through, I haven't used it at all. So this is a first for me too. I'm still in Major Arcana, that's why. Hello, Stacy. I'm so sorry. All right, the Minor Arcana, here we go. Page of Air, where are you, my dear? Here we go. These are short and sweet. So it says, Page of Air, Iris, Incense. Okay. It says keywords, innovative, ideas, intellectual, and curiosity. And then it says, like ideas, fumigation, smoke travels, spreads and reaches the ones it has chosen. Iris Incense of Air is an intellectual booster for those who understand, who capture ideas and appropriate them, then give them value and develop them. But the page is a youthful card, and he might let the opportunity escape him. That's interesting. And then it says, Queen of Earth. I wish these were a little bit longer. I'm not going to lie. They don't. Queen of Earth. And this one says, keywords, centered on the home, materialistic, looking for comfort and security. And then if this was reversed, I should have read the reverse on the other one. It would say home, work, or inner, outer imbalance, fear of change. Like any queen, the Queen of Earth is grounded in her element, almost blending in with it. Wait, you are Earth sign, aren't you, Hestia? You're a Taurus like me. The deer is an animal of majesty. What is wrong with me? Rewind, reverse. Like any queen, the Queen of Earth is grounded in her element, almost blending in with it. The deer is an animal of majesty. Why can't I say it? Of earth and of the forest, attracting abundance and knowledge. The Queen of Earth is grounded in her home and material comfort that she is not ready to give up. She is the manager, the accountant, and the builder. She is the mother, the one who occupies the inner home hidden from the world. She can also cling to her comfort zone, resisting change that can sometimes come into her life, even if it represents an opportunity. That's so funny, I can't. Oh, congratulations, your grandma. How exciting. Being grandma is fun. You get to give them back. After you have all the fun, you're like, here you go. 6 of water. No, I love being a grandma. So much fun. Definitely keeps you on your toes, I'll tell you that. 8 of water. All right, 6 of water. That's this one. And we have keywords, nostalgia, romanticism, gentleness, contemplation of beauty. And if it was reversed, which I'm not sure if this was, weight of the past, remorse, and regret. The raw aquamarine exaggerates feelings and emotions. It's an unfinished crystal of balance and beauty, tending towards the idealization of the object of your thoughts. Mounted on a ring, the aquamarine is held towards the earth, towards immobility, a foundation that will never reach to a higher level. Its splendor represents your hopes, and its foundation the uncertain vapors of your past. That was these. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm really feeling like they're beautiful cards, but I don't know. I wish the meanings were like longer. I need more. Like, I need more. All right. We're going to do this one. And then, you know what? I'm going to have you do. If somebody wants me to read one before I go from any certain deck, let me know which deck you want me to read from, and I'll do one for you. Because I have with me the Witching Hour. I have Practical Magic, Witch in Total Control of Herself, Witch Sister. And then I have the 2 tarots. Oh, That makes me happy when they talk to you guys. Side gigs are fun. Do it. Don't second guess it. Just do it. You know how many side gigs I've had in my life? I even have my own company called Stacy's Accessories. I used to do home parties and sell sterling silver jewelry, handbags, and just do like little parties, house parties. Scarves, all kinds of stuff. Perfume. I used to sell like everything. One of my side gigs when my kids were younger. Do you have a witch sister? Okay, I will do that for you, Crystal. Girl, you know how many jobs I've had? Whoa, these two just fell out and I didn't even, we're going to do those two. I've been working literally since I was 11 years old. I started working since I was 11 as a bus girl, okay? Had that job till I was 13. I was 13 and got fired because Stacy discovered Mary Jane. And Mary Jane was more important at the time than a job. So I got fired from that job. What did I do? I worked at a factory at the age of 16. It was a Champion factory, actually. They made Champion clothes. And 16, what else did I do? I worked at a bagel shop. I had so many things. It is age restricted. I did put 18 plus before I started my video. Just saying. So I don't know who that is, Tarot Destroyer, but I did put that in. So anyway, we have the Fool, Upright. Okay. Spontaneous, Fresh, Beginner. Hold on, guys. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm trying to figure this out. All right. Sorry, I had to put someone in a timeout. Like, you don't need to blow up my feed like that. That's crazy. All right. Anyway, so we got the Fool first. The Fool travels the major... Oh, Spontaneous. Yeah, I definitely have a bot. I was just like, bye, bot. You're restricted. I was trying to figure it out. Spontaneous, Fresh, Beginner. What is she doing? I don't know how to... I don't know. I don't know how to put her in timeout. I thought I did. But I don't know. Anyway, the Fool travels the major arcana. With his eyes to the sky, he trusts in spirit. The little black and white dog prances along to serve both as companion and guardian. The next step will carry him off the cliff. In his bag, he carries just what he needs. He believes in the promise of possibility. The white rose traditionally stands for the fool's pure heart. Once he goes all over the cliff, his innocence will be gone. This card reminds us that all journeys begin with hope. Fearing the unknown limits forward movement. Don't fear the unknown. I don't know how to do this, guys, because I just don't know how. I just don't know. This is my second time going live, but I'm trying, like, I don't know why you're here. Like, go get a life. Anywho, we got Death next. Oh, my first bot. Or troll, I don't know. One or the other. Then we have Death, and it says, end, new beginnings, mortality, transition, and separation. And then it says, the card shows skeletal death. The skull, a symbol of human mortality, also represents change, mutation, and transition. The huge spiral-shaped Sith can be interpreted as a symbol of downward decay. All things have a beginning and an unavoidable end. The impartiality of death is echoed in the emptiness of the pure white background. They're both like beginning and end cards right here. All right, I have to go back. This bot, like, All right, which sister? I got you, Crystal. Anybody else want me to do from any of these cards a reading for them? I hope I didn't block everybody. I was just trying to block whatever that tarot destroyer. I don't even understand what she was trying to do. That was just so random and weird. So random. Well, you know what? You should pray for her too, because everything goes back on her ×3. So, just saying. I don't know, guys. I'm just as stumped as you guys. I have no idea. Apparently, I was just hexed because I was minding my business. I don't care. I'm protected, so it's all good. What in the what is going on, my loves? Now you're here for the boxes. Yo. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be laughing, but it's funny to me. That's only true if you believe it, guys. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Anywho, I'm just over here minding my business, getting hexed by bots. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. My dear witch sisters, take flight. I don't know what is going on here, but I don't know. I thought I age restricted this. I'm pretty sure I put 18 plus. Anyway. Anything that you would like to tell us? This is going to be my last reading of the night. Oh, let me try it. Just goes away. I'm going to try it. Just goes away. Hopefully a whole bunch of them don't. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Maybe I'm just... Yes, Chris. Ooh, I said yes, Chris. I went to go say your name and look at the card. Oops. The card flew over there. So that's your card, girl. Hold on. The card flew over there. Just as literally as you said, is this for me? And you have Witch of Trees. Witch of Trees. That was too funny. All right. Let's see what we have for Crystal Rose. Trees. Here we go. And then if you want to see it even bigger, I have to go back in comments because that bot messed me all up. The Witch of Trees carries the spirit of the vixen. The red gold of the vixen's pelt is like the glowing embers of the campfire, like the fiery intensity that fuels this witch woman's quest. In Celtic lore, foxes are often shapeshifters. Their great skill for concealment and their quicksilver ability to adapt to whatever situation they find themselves in is legendary. These clever and swift creatures of the woodland are also seen as spirit guides who can journey between worlds. The Iron Age bog body known as Lindo Man was found wearing a fox fur armband, and the archaeological evidence suggests he was ritually slaughtered, perhaps so he could carry an urgent message or plea from his tribe to the gods. The divinatory meaning. The Witch of Trees has the strength, speed, and determination of the vixen, hunting to feed her cubs. She is a huntress and a warrior. Her force of will admits no boundaries, and she journeys wherever she must. Despite all dangers to accomplish her purpose, at times her single-mindedness may blind her to real perils and leave her vulnerable to attack. Happily, though, she is blessed by the good fortune that the fox spirit carries, and mostly this will see her through. She knows every inch of the forest and can generally outwit or escape her enemies with little difficulty. The cunning of foxes is often seen in a negative way, but the word cunning derives from the Scots kenning to ken, meaning to know. So it means cunning means to know. And a mind alight with knowing is no bad thing for this warrior witch. So it means you know. What you know, you know. So you are a huntress warrior witch. I love that. It's so funny because I feel like this even coincides with everything else. It's telling you to be clever, that you're protective, that you're determined. Basically, you're determined to keep your family safe, and you'll do whatever you need to do. I love this. This was a beautiful card. I really like this. See, I feel like this deck, it has a lot of good meaning, but a lot of their faces do look like sad and tormented. So I get why some people are like, ah. Good night, Samantha. Thank you for joining us. I'm so happy to have had you here. Oh, really? That is so cool. I love learning this thing. I gotta scroll back here real quick because that tarot destroyer just like destroyed all my comments. Oh my goodness. See, I don't even see Disco Desert's other comment. It's so weird. I don't know if I'm seeing everybody's comments on here. But I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. I hope one of these messages resonated with you all. Good night, my loves, and until next time, Little Man. Oh, that's what the card was talking about. Samantha went to bed, but she said the real Lindo Man was found. That's the guy that they killed because he had the fox's thing around his wrist. I can't think of words right now. Hold on, let me go back. He is Scott. Oh no, that was about the kenning thing. He was wearing a fox fur armband, and the archaeological evidence suggests he was ritually slaughtered. So he was slaughtered because he was wearing the fox's thing around his wrist. So they slaughtered him to prove a point, like, you don't mess with our foxes. Oh, wow. That just scared me. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I am so happy that you all came and hung out with me. It was so much fun. I really thought I was just going to be talking to myself and doing some readings. But some of you joined me. That made me so happy. You're welcome, Crystal. Good night, my friends. I will see you guys all soon. I hope you have a lovely sleep. Until the next time, peace and love. Bye.